Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel of Gururo, guys. Today we're going to talk about cost of living in USA for Indian students in rupees. Many students, particularly those who are from India, have always been drawn to the United States, and why should not they? The country offers top tier quality education and has proven to be a major contender for placements, jobs and overall good quality of life. The expanding economy has allowed them to invest extensively in developing skilled labor. Over the time, the swarming country has become a melting pot for many ethnic cultures. Before moving ahead, I would like to let you all know that Gururo has tied up with top international universities and offers all courses in online, blended or on-campus offline modes in countries like USA, UK, Canada, Ireland, Germany and Australia. Let's talk about the accommodation costs. An international student's cost of living in the United States is generally higher than in the Northeast or East. There are multiple factors to consider before migrating to the United States. Housing costs vary depending on whether the student chooses to live on campus or off campus. Housing types, nearby amenities, healthcare, city, and the state of the residence. The monthly charge of living in the US is approximately $700 to $1,000. That is close to $52,328 to $74,755 rupees, amounting to 10,000 US dollars to 12,000 US dollars. That comes closely to 7,47,550 to 8,97,060 rupees per year in Indian rupees. Indian students visiting the US for the first time are encouraged to stay in a student housing managed by the university. However, a cheaper accommodation may have flaws such as being partially or entirely finished. As a result, students have to spend more money on furniture and other necessities. Let's talk about utilities. Students must also deal with other expenses like electricity, cell phone, internet, etc. The monthly electricity bill is around $20, that is close to 1,585 rupees. Home internet and international calling cards cost about $15, that is close to 1,189 rupees in India. Many students opt for part-time in the US while studying to alleviate their financial strains. While studying internationally, students have the option to work in the United States. When school is in session, students on F1 student visa are permitted to work up to 20 hours per week or part-time work. Let's talk about leisure. Food and other leisurely items cost will vary depending on the student's lifestyle, eating habits. Students living on campus may choose meals while filing out their accommodation papers. Hostel students' food budget would be approximately $250. That is close to 19,822 rupees, including the 3 meals daily in the hostel mess. Indian students who live off campus, whether in dorms or suburbs of campus, are responsible for their food expenses and groceries. Groceries and food prices can range up to $100 to $200. That is close about to 15,858 rupees, depending on the state. The most affordable food retailer in the US includes Walmart, Target, Costco, and Trader Joe's. Let's talk about transportation costs. Depending on the state, international students can purchase monthly public transportation passes for close to $40 to $100. That is 3,171 to 7,929 Indian rupees. As the states are well connected, it is simple and easy to travel throughout the United States. International students can also pre-purchase the plane tickets to return to home or the United States. Few alternatives like buses, bicycles, trains and subways are also available to international students. Let's talk about the miscellaneous. Other expenses an international students has to fund include clothes, books, stationery, hygiene and other personal costs. The annual cost of the things vary from 5,000 US dollars to 6,000 US dollars. That is close to 3,66,638 to 4,40,000 rupees. But this might vary according to the students and the place they have opted for. According to the US government, all international students Studying in American university and colleges must have a year-round health and accident insurance. International students preferably should opt college-sponsored insurance because it is much cheaper. You may also purchase personal insurance, but it must be recognized by the university. Before going ahead, let's talk about Gururo's higher education courses. Gururo is a one-stop destination to transform your career through higher education and executive programs. Gururo provides top undergraduate and post-graduation courses at fractional cost. So, if you want to advance in your career, consider booking a free consultation at the link in the description. If you're looking for top bachelor's and master's degree at fractional costs, check out www.gururo.com. We have courses from top universities and trainers who have 15 years of minimum experience in this industry. Living expenses compared to India. According to reports, living in USA is 221% more expensive than living in India. However, the cost of living in India is quite low compared to other nations, and the students' lives often involve the following expenses. Let's talk about accommodation. India is far less expensive than the USA for overseas students. There are also less expensive lodging options available. However, renting a flat typically costs between 10,000 to 15,000 Indian rupees. That is 125 to 200 US dollars. If you choose to live on campus, the living cost will range from 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs, 2,000 to 2,500 per year in US dollars. The dormitories close to the university also provide sharing option for about 5,000 to 10,000 Indian rupees, that is 70 to 125 dollars. Even staying as a paying guest is an option available for students, which is both handy and economical. Let's talk about utilities. If you live on campus, utilities are handled by this hostel management itself. Few colleges even provide Wi-Fi internet services to the students. But if you stay off campus, you will have to bear all the expenses for the utility like electricity, mobile, tariff, water, Wi-Fi internet connection services, etc. The monthly average expenditure for two people was somewhat around 5,000, that is close to 60 US dollars. Now let's move on to travel expenses. If you decide to live off campus, the majority of students prefer public transportation because it is relatively affordable and efficient despite being highly busy. On average, student can see themselves spending close to 300 to 500, that is $3 to $10 per week on transportation. For added convenience, you can also purchase a monthly pass for the public transportation system. There are also specific student discounts available for this pass. Let's move on to leisure. If you live off campus, you will need to do your grocery shopping. In India, it is very affordable as the average cost of groceries for two people in India is close to 4,500 to 5,000. That is close to $50 to $60 in United States. You can also hire a cook for yourself, but the price will depend on place to place. Students can also indulge in festivals, concerts, games and movies in an inexpensive way. Weekly entertainment can estimate around 2,000 to 5,000 Indian rupees, that is close to $25 to $60. But it mostly depends on individuals' spending habits. Let's talk about miscellaneous of this topic. Shopping in India is very inexpensive. You can roam around the streets and can find many shops that sell stationeries, books, clothes, etc. at an extremely low rate. India also has high-end malls and shops, so you as a student have a lot of options to choose from. Even healthcare and personal care items are very economically, easily available and accessible. However, the overall cost of living in India is incredibly low when it compared to the US standards. Even expensive cities are thought to be more affordable than other places worldwide. Due to this accessible lifestyle and high standard education, India has been able to draw numerous international students. It has grown to be one of the most well-liked places to study. Let's talk about average cost of living. The estimated living cost in the US for international students is around 10,000 to 18,000 United States dollars. That is close about 7,94,000 to 14,29,000 Indian rupees per year. With an average of $1,000 or $1,500, that is close to 79,417 to 11,926 Indian rupees per month. Food, public transportation, mobile, internet, books and supplies and other utility will cost the part of your living expenses. In addition, you must have a mandatory health insurance to stay in the United States that costs around $7,000 per year. However, the living cost may vary depending upon whether you live on campus or off campus, the amenities, the states you choose to live in, and the distance of the apartment from your university. As a result, on-campus housing is preferred usually. Despite having expensive living and educational costs, the United States is one of the best places for foreign students. US universities are renowned for their top-notch instruction and research. The educational system has a relatively open-ended and adaptable philosophy. The degree granted is acknowledged for its academic excellence on a global scale and gives you a chance to collaborate with top professionals in the. Now let's talk about the tips for international students. Choosing to study in the United States is very exciting, but it requires a lot of pre-planning. Now I'll be talking about some of the tips that might help you navigate your way in a foreign land. Number 1 is make a budget for yourself. 2. Develop your language skills. 3. Join a club or a society. 4. Explore your interests and hobbies. 5. Immerse yourself in culture. 6. Know the local laws. 7. Build a strong network of support. 8. Try new delicacies but make sure to stay healthy. 9. Be prepared with all the necessary books and stationeries. 10. Get to know your own campus. 11. Don't be shy to ask something if you are in trouble. Thank you very much guys for watching this whole video. If you like this video, please do hit the subscribe button for more and more educational content like this. See you in the next video. Thank you.